That's great.
Welcome back, everybody, and this should be the aforementioned Kid Chris. Let's see. We'll put it on speaker. Hello.
Is this Stoner Jesus?
Indeed it is. Is this Kid Chris?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Awesome. We're doing great, man. We're on Gas House Radio and Spreaker and all that stuff, and a lot of people are stoked to hear you on the show, and we're honored to have you.
Oh, is it on now?
Yeah, we're live, man.
Oh, okay. Am I late? I'm sorry if I'm late.
Oh, no, you're right on time. We were just playing some old stuff you sent in to Howard Stern and entertaining the people until you called in.
Oh, what did you play?
We played the Ode to Robin, Black Titties, and then we just played the you using the clips of Gary the Retard to call Melrose Larry Green and Gary the Retard.
Oh, fuck, I haven't heard that in ages. I don't even know if I have that.
Well, it'll all be on podcast if you want to get it right after the show.
Yeah, okay.
First of all, I want to thank you for calling in what could possibly be, for people who don't know, your last interview, because many may not know that tomorrow you may be getting pummeled by a rather large, mentally challenged gentleman. What's going on there?
Well, I don't think he's challenged. I think he's I think he's a brilliant man, but some may call him a slow adult. I like him. He's a good dude.
You don't fear for your life or anything like that?
No. I'm very protective where I am when I'm on the air, so I don't think he'll be in a different room.
Well, that's good. We heard you...
I mean, it'll be fun. What he's talking about is... it's late. What is his name? It's...
Johnny Five?
That's his
Yeah.
name. Yeah. He's like, yeah, because you're here in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, I'm right across the river.
Okay, so you're in, what is that, Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'm
Unfortunately.
I'm in a hotel. I'm laying in a bed. So what is the show about? It's are you Stoner Jesus?
I am, yeah. That's a character, like an internet character I created about 11 years ago, and we've been doing podcasting for about 6 years, and pretty regular now for about 2 years.
Yeah, so you do a show every, Thursday?
We do 4 nights a week now, actually. We're on Gas House tonight, as we usually are on Thursday, which is a Philly-based internet radio station.
Oh, okay. And how'd you get wrapped up with them?
I think they contacted me on Twitter. Most things I do go through Twitter. That's where I usually am. But they just happen to be in Philadelphia, and we've been with them about over a year now, simulcasting on there, and it's been great.
Now, do you have a regular job?
Yeah, I'm a writer. I write for the 420times.com and for drugpossessionlaws.com, cannabis activist stuff, things like that.
Oh, that's your gig?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta start smoking pot. I've never smoked pot before.
Yeah, I've heard you say that on the show. You never smoked pot. Is it something you never got into, or?
Yeah, no, I just never did it. My friends did it. I just never thought to do it. You know, it's funny because I always thought that, like, my friends would blow all their dough on it, and I always thought it was a waste of money. But I would think now if I were to do it, I would get it for free from, because it's everywhere. I just never thought. Plus, I'd probably get hooked on it and then end up doing heroin or something.
Well, I mean, it's definitely not for everybody. But,
So, now, how old are you, can I ask?
yeah, I'm 33.
Okay, so do you have a family?
Yeah.
All right, so do you smoke pot in the house?
No.
You go in the garage or something?
No, I do everything in my studio, which is like around the corner at a different location.
Okay, and then, so you work from home for your gig? Does your wife work?
No, it's me. I do the internet all day and write and things of that stuff. I've written in magazines as well.
Oh, man, that's a cool gig.
Yeah, it's taken a long time to get to this point. I wrote for a lot of years. It wasn't until I started writing about weed, actually, that I started making any money at it.
Right, and then, because I get jealous of your Twitter because you have all those followers on there, but that makes sense.
Yeah, people love weed.
Yeah, I know.
We just heard you on...
everything in my life. That's why of course, if everybody loves it, that's why I don't do it.
Well, there you go. As I mentioned, we just heard you on Howard Stern. You pretty much got your start as far as fame goes with contributing stuff to people like Howard Stern. Why did you start doing that? What made you start doing that? What made you want to send stuff to him and think you'd get it on the air?
Well, I mean, I didn't know it was going to get on the air. I met Casey out at a comedy club one night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I started telling him about bits and stuff. So then when, it was like on a weekend or something, then on like that following week, I just started emailing him bits. And I was in California at the time, and my phone started ringing at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was the guy running the board for the Stern Show, and they were just playing all my shit, and it was a freaky day.
Wow.
And then that was it.
Hell yeah, that's where a lot of people first heard you. That's where I first heard you. And then I found out you were on radio and other places. Then I found out you were coming to Cincinnati, and that was pretty awesome because radio around here is not good. Stern went off the air in like 2005, and it's been pretty bad ever since.
Yeah, I know when we were coming here, I knew the station just because of the radio business,
Yeah.
But I'm sure everybody, I was just as shocked I was coming here as everybody else.
But why'd you get into radio in the first place? It seems like a pretty tough business.
Yeah, if I knew it was going to be like this, I wouldn't have got it, trust me.
What would you be doing if you weren't on the radio?
I don't know, the only thing I've ever really done, I worked at a grocery store, that was it. And who knows, I could end up going back. I love that job.
Well, you never know. You always got to have something to fall back on.
In a second, that was so awesome. I may write for an anti-pop magazine.
There you go.
Now, do you do the show with anybody else?
Usually there's another guy here who does St. Peter, but he's not here because it's very distracting to have all that going on when I do interviews. So it's mostly me.
Do you smoke pot during the show ever?
Well, I plead the fifth on that. We'll put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Due to the state I live in.
Does your wife partake?
No, she does not.
Oh, wow, okay. So, were you smoking pot when you met her?
Yeah. I've about, I guess about 15 years now. I have.
Oh. All right.
I'm a very productive stoner. What's that?
Did she ever try to get you to stop?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. Because it pays the bills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if you write for a magazine, do they send you different? I know it's different forms of pot. Do they send you different forms of pot so you can try it and write about it?
No, I'm at a disadvantage being in the state I'm in. If I lived in somewhere like Colorado or Washington or California, there'd be a lot more to write about. That's for sure.
Yeah. Have you considered moving to those places, or I would think it wouldn't even matter. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, why is it such a big deal when they go in and make pot legal? I mean, people are going to still smoke it no matter what.
Yeah, the government's been fighting it now for over 75 years, and I guess they'll continue to do so at least for a little while, but things are changing, and the momentum swung totally over to pro-legalization people, so it's just a matter of time before it's fully legal everywhere.
Now, like in Colorado, that's where they made it legal, so can you smoke it out in public?
I don't believe so. I think most of the laws, like there's no public smoking, there's no possession for under 21. If you're over 21, you can have up to an ounce in your possession, and you can grow 6 plants.
See, that's stupid. Just go all the way.
Yeah, it's going to be like that for probably years to come, just the slow steps towards the ultimate goal.
Right. I mean, but like, no, like, dude that's going to be walking around and going, oh, man, I think I may have too much more than an ounce, or, I mean, it's still going to be the same exact thing. Who cares?
Right. It's the way things have to be done.
I've been at concerts when people are just smoking it out in the open, and there's cops around. And the cops, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, most of them don't. But the U.S. attorneys and the DEA, they definitely give a shit, and their budgets are based on it.
Yeah.
So what happens with you? I got to ask this question because you've been in a lot of places. In your Wikipedia page, there's a lot of like the words highest rated or highly rated, but it's always followed by Well, then KiddChris had to leave and go somewhere else. What happens if, the gig in Cincinnati ends? You just go on to the next city or the internet or...
Yeah, but I don't, that Wikipedia thing, I don't know what all that is, I mean, you can go on there, write whatever you want, I've learned through the years, you don't even trust anything on that thing, just from doing research on people that I want to talk to, that's just the business, man, and right now, it's not even about all that, it's about, saving money, so, when they want to just blow up a radius, but any of the stations I worked at in the past are gone.
Yeah.
And they're probably, most of them, the staffs are gone.
Wow.
So they're just there. Like just automated or whatever. So it's more of a money thing. I don't know, but I look. This was happening before anybody even knew who I was. I was moving around. So it's just par for the course. Just now, everybody notices that I move around a lot.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go to one new station, I'm on the Stern Show talking about it or something.
Yeah. Well, we definitely hope you continue success in Cincinnati.
It gets older when you're. It gets real old when you're older.
Yeah.
It starts to suck after a while. But what are you gonna do? I knew going in. I've been moving since 1998. I've moved so many times, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it could always be worse. You have a lot of fans, and a lot of them follow you now wherever you go anyway. So.
Yeah, but what sucks is that it used to be where I move into a city and some chicks start listening. I could fuck them, but now I can't.
Yeah, we all get older.
You don't get the bang any of the stoner Jesus fans?
No groupies.
That's one thing though. I see some. It's kind of like the. I don't want to lump you in with this group, but like there's this. It's like a photo gallery online of naked chicks at the Juggalo thing there.
Oh yeah.
They all get together and they see the fucking show, whatever, the gathering there.
Yeah. We're in an Instant Clown Posse.
It's mostly pigs, but there's some hot-looking chicks that are naked on there. And I've seen those magazines that are like pop magazines with naked chicks. And sometimes there's some fucking hothead chicks.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely a ton of them. There's a ton of them on Twitter as well.
Yeah, do they send you... That's what I was going to ask you. Do they send you nude pictures ever?
There's been a few. We had one fan that really doesn't listen anymore. She comes, in and out, but she sent us naked, masturbation videos to give away to people, the other listeners on the show, and she wrote, "I love Stoner Jesus" on her tits, and tweeted a lot of those pictures out.
Oh, nice. Does your girl know about that or no?
Yeah. Yeah, she knows there's people. I get marriage proposals on Twitter, and I get people who think I should die and go to hell and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I get all kinds of shit now.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff. But, I wish I would get more pussy sent to me on Twitter.
Well, I'll get on Twitter and tell my fans to direct all pussy pics to KiddChris.
Yeah, stoner titties.
That's right.
Dude, that's cool. I'm glad that you get those gigs doing, writing for the magazines and shit. That's pretty cool. But you get writer's block and shit?
Not usually. I just, there's always something to write about nowadays when it comes to weed, and I have a lot of opinions on it, so I just get on there and spout off.
Yeah, I would think that this past couple weeks has been pretty easy to write about shit.
Yeah, there's no lack of news.
Yeah. I don't know anything that's going on with that stuff. All I know is, look, when I lived in Portland, shit, you probably would love it up there. I fucking hated that town.
It's because you weren't high.
Exactly. I think, it looked like it's like I was walking in the 70s. Everybody looks like they're from the 70s. And that's all they did was bitch about, they made up reasons so they could get that medical card so they could smoke pot.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why go through I know people who have never broken a bone or anything, and they get pot and they smoke it all day long. Why do you have to have the card?
Yeah. I says it's a shame that it has to be such a slow process, but it's going to be step by step like that.
Right, but I would think that the not just drop it where you can't get arrested for it. That's it. I don't care about ounces and this or going to a certain place to buy it, this and that.
Yeah.
I would think that the important thing is that you don't get arrested. I don't. And I'm the guy that needs to be vouching for this because it seems like just the stoners are out there screaming about it. But a guy like me who's never done it in my entire life, it's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of former cops and judges and people who say, frankly, it's stupid to do, which I don't agree with. But
really?
They have their opinions. Yeah, guys like Ron Paul, who will tell you that he thinks smoking marijuana is stupid, but he supports legalizing it.
Right.
So.
But they're really dumb it down. It's no different than drinking. I mean, I'd rather have somebody who's. I've ridden with people who are high that were driving. And I've also ridden in the car with people who are hammered, and one's not as fun. But, whatever, man. I don't know.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you called in, Chris. It's been an honor. Hopefully you don't get pummeled too bad tomorrow.
No, it'll be good. And no, it's cool that we connected and made this thing happen. I never get nobody ever asked me to come on their podcast, so I come on these things because I could say fuck, right?
Absolutely. You can say fuck a donkey.
Yeah. That's cool. And someday I did an internet show for 7 months, I think, whatever, and it was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
But until there's a way to support a family on it, man, I just can't. It's coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm working towards. This is what I want to do for, my career, so I keep working at it.
And wherever fucking people are listening, what is it called again?
We're on gashouseradio.com, we're on stonerjesus.net and Spreaker.com and all kinds of places.
All right, well, all that shit, I hope it does good, because, so I can get off the fucking radio.
The good thing about internet radio is you can just stay in one place and people will hear you everywhere.
No, I know. I'm doing internet radio now, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because of the iHeart thing, and then I got, the podcast and stuff.
Yeah, and WBN.com, people can listen to you live 5 days a week, every morning.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, eventually it's going to be to the point where I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do it. I can do whatever.
Yeah, I like doing my show at between 10 and midnight. It's a good gig.
Yeah, but I did nights in Wichita. That was so good. I love doing the nights.
Yeah, something about the morning is it's just not the same.
Dude, well, listen, man, thanks for having me out, bro.
Thanks, Chris. It's been an honor, and good luck.
Yeah, hey, thanks, and hit me up whenever.
All righty, will do. Thanks, man. All right, night. All right. I think they went pretty fucking well. Hopefully, technically, it was all good. See, we have Molly Mayday, Soleil, Brian, Hi Guys, TRR, Glob710. All have joined us in the GasHouseRadio.com chat room. Everything seems like it went okay technically. Hopefully the audio was good and all that. Because I didn't check the chat room or nothing. I just talked to a cool dude for 20 minutes. KiddChris. Fucking A. KiddChris.com, of course. Like you said, the iHeartRadio app. You can hear him every morning. Hear him every morning on WBN.com. He's on iTunes at KiddChris. Search KiddChris. KiddChris.com for like the SoundCloud version of the show. All that shit. And of course, if you're in the Cincinnati area, 102.7 on your FM dial is the KiddChris Show.